It's okay to feel like you don't know how to support your veteran, but there's actually a lot that you can do. Hey, I'm Dr. McCleary, and I specialize in talking to warriors about their feelings. In this video, I'm going to give you 5 ways that you can support your veteran with PTSD. The first way I want you to support your veteran is going to seem very simple, but if you've talked to your veteran, it's probably not. And that's I want you to check in on them. And I want you to ask them a minimum of 2 questions. Typically, what we ask people is, well, how you doing today? And often what we get is a one-word response. Oh, I'm good. Oh, I'm okay. I'm surviving. What I want you to do is add a follow-up question. I want you to ask them what that means. What does okay look like? What does good look like? What does I'm not having so good of a day look like? And do you need any support? Not accepting those one-word answers may get you to a 2-word answer. The second way that I want you to support your veteran is to have and plan fun. And I do mean this. This is something that is often left out of a lot of relationships. A lot of people that are living with PTSD may feel like they can't have any fun anymore, or maybe they don't even deserve to have fun. Having a good time is important to anybody's mental health. And planning that out is also very important. And I'm not saying go off and plan on your own. Include your veteran in this fun planning. Don't go and do something and cause it to be a surprise, because that's probably going to be setting yourself up for failure. Oh, well, I went and I got tickets to Disneyland and the kids are really excited about it. Can't wait for you to go. And you surprise your veteran with this and they don't want to go. Maybe it's even the last place that they want to go. And now they look like an asshole to the kids. Planning with your veteran is going to give you insight into what your veteran actually might like to do, or what they're even willing to do. Maybe they're not willing to go to Disneyland. Maybe they're not even willing to go to the movies or go out to the park. But maybe they're willing to play Monopoly tonight. Maybe they're willing to take the kids around the block for a nice walk. Starting somewhere is going to be extremely important. Maybe you'll get to Disneyland one day. Hopefully, maybe I will. But you can start with playing Monopoly. If your veteran is in treatment or is thinking about attending treatment, a way of supporting them is going to their appointments with them. Sometimes people that have PTSD have difficulty concentrating or have difficulty remembering certain things. Or maybe you just have a different perspective on what is going on that their clinician might really benefit from hearing about. Going to the doctor with your veteran is a way of supporting them. But I'm going to ask you to even take that a step further. If your veteran is in treatment, I'm going to ask you to ask them about how treatment's going. Ask them what they're learning. What are they practicing? Do they need any help with the practice? And maybe you'll even learn a thing or two. I'm a big fan of having a plan. And a lot of veterans also are. So the fourth way that I want you to support your veteran is by making a plan with them. A crisis plan. A plan on what to do or how to support them when they start to have certain thoughts or certain behaviors. if they start to feel suicidal, or they start to have a panic attack, or they have a flashback, or they're starting to feel overwhelmed when they're in a social setting. What plan needs to go into place? Because if you don't have a plan and one of these things happens, it can end up a lot worse than not having a plan. For example, if you're out in a social situation and you already have a plan to where if your veteran gets overwhelmed, he just needs to tell you and he can go to the car. But you know where he's at. And you know that you're going to check in on him in 10 minutes. That's a plan. That's a plan that you both worked on together. It's a plan that you both agreed on. And it might be a plan to where the veteran really feels supported and doesn't feel like they are a burden on you. So make a plan. Make a plan for when crap hits the fan. Try not to cuss there. That way, when it does, and it might, you'll be ready. The last way that I want you to support your veteran is to be patient and practice being patient. Well, Doc, what does practice being patient mean? I'll tell you. Practicing being patient means when your veteran is getting upset, when you are getting upset, having a plan to stay in the pocket for a little bit longer, to hear out what your veteran is trying to say. What are they trying to convey? Are you actually listening? Now, I'm not saying to take a bunch of MFers and Bs on the chin. I'm not saying sit there and take abuse. What I am saying is being patient and taking small steps that your veteran has already pre-approved. Those steps might not be the size that you want them to be, but any steps are ways to go forward. Something to think about. If this video was helpful for you, please like it, subscribe to my channel if you want to learn more about PTSD or how to support your veteran. But more important than that, if this video was helpful for you, that means that it can probably be helpful for another veteran or another veteran's loved one. So I ask that you share it with them. Share it with a veteran spouse. Share it with a veteran's family member, friend. Because at the end of the day, that's really what all of this is about. One veteran trying to help another.